little more on the HHR toad. It is a 2007. It's an LT with a 2.4 liter motor. Now in here, this switch right here, that is the fuse disconnect switch. On the top it says drive. So when you put the upper part of the switch in, you're ready to drive. This goes into the RVI 3. Okay, it is an automatic AM/FM stereo, excellent air conditioning. We have roof rails, all fold flat seating in the back. And in here we have a couple electric brand bikes in their totes. We do have a 1 1/4 inch hitch. Nice shape, had 98,000 miles on it. I have 2 key fobs. One of them you can remote start. You hit lock first and then you hit the start button. You hold it down, 2 seconds later it starts up. You can hit the start button again at the top and it'll shut it off. And there's the Roadmaster quick disconnect bar. The 2007 Chevy HHR, best towed ever in an automatic, no mileage limits, no speed limits. Pick it up, put it in neutral, or hook it up, put it in neutral, get your brake attached, and go. We're going to show you how we set up our towed, or the vehicle we tow 4 wheels down in our motorhome. And you'll see it behind me. Right there is the 2007 Chevy HHR. Let's go see how it's done. Now you can see right here, this is called a Roadmaster quick connect or quick disconnect crossbar. Under here we have the lighting setup, the lighting plug, and the breakaway cable, or the breakaway switch. That cable will pull that out if the car becomes disconnected from the RV. Now what we're going to do now is we use an RVI brake, we use an RVI 3 brake system. It's a portable brake. It's down there. I'm going to set it up in a minute here after I put these here things on. These are tire air pressure sensors, and they work in conjunction with the RVI 3. So I'm going to screw these on the tires right now. That's right front. Okay, here, these are labeled. Here's the left front. So I'm going to do this for all 4 tires, obviously. Now we're going to go to the left rear. These signal the tire pressure to a tablet that goes in the cab of the RV that we can monitor while we drive. Let me give you a look here. The HHR has great storage. Right there you have 2 electric brand bikes in their totes. I'm going to bring this mat out here. Is what I kneel on this mat when I'm connecting things from the front of the car to the RV. I'm just going to put that there for now. Now we're going to get the other pressure sensor. This will be the right front. Alrighty, come on over here, darling. The lovely Mrs. is holding the camera. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Unbelievable RV Tour. This is our Blue Ox tow bar. Spread these out like in front of the car. Now I will pull the HHR up. I have that bar out so I can have a good distance. Estimate the distance to hook it up. I will leave the car running. And as you can see, I'm about 7-8 inches short. And I'm a little off to the left, so I'll move to the right a few inches and up a few inches. That looks to be about right. This is the mat I said we're going to hook this up, and if you can come closer. The first thing I learned was to connect these cables before you put the bar on. That'll be the breakaway cable. These are your safety cables. I'll show you how these attach in just a second. You get a nice helping of spaghetti here when you do this. I'm probably going to edit this part out.
I was going to say, unless I put them away.
Yeah, unless I put them away properly. All right. Now right here, you see on the left, that's where the light plug goes, and that's where the breakaway switch connects. Let's see if I can get the camera on that. All right, we turn the car off now. There's the end into the car. And these have cutouts and notches and whatnot. You see this here goes tucked in behind there to keep it in tight. Have it upside down. Goes right there. That comes across it right there. We have that. Now your safety chains. Some people put them right on the frame instead of on the hitch, but I can't find a spot really on the frame to do it. And that'll go, you have little brackets here somewhere. It's all part of your base plate setup you have put on your car. Notice left side of the RV to the right side of the car. We crisscross them, right, darling?
Yes, we do.
And it goes through on this side. As you can see here, we have locking hitch pins. This is the hitch adapter. It drops, has a 2-inch drop to even this bar up with the front of the hookups for the HHR. You can't be more than 3 inches off level between the middle of this hitch and the middle of these. This is the safety cable. I showed you that little string ring down there. And this will just go right there. So it's pulled a little tight. Now, these are your pins for your tow bar. Lay that right there a second. Sorta. Bring this here. Line all that up through there. Take your ring, the flat side of that top part goes against here. And you flip that down, lock it in place.
And don't pinch your fingers.
Yeah, these things have a tendency to snap shut when you're pulling it out, and
We've all done it.
And it hurts. The tow bars, yeah, it's tow bar for dummies. Up. The side goes up. Okay, now what we do here, we bungee so they don't drag on the ground. So I kind of bungee them up against the bar a little bit. And this one here, we don't want this to come out with any bounces. Chances are it won't, but just as a little extra safety. I wrap the cable around that. Sorta. Take up the slack and then connect it back here. And let's connect it. So there's that right there. Then one more little bungee, which I don't have with me, that I would bungee around here to hold that up there. Maybe we'll do that in a little bit. Now if you could open the driver's door. This is the RVI3 brake. Oh, I found the little bungee. I'll bungee this light cable here just to give it some extra sturdiness so it don't pull out over any bumps. Okay. In the HHR right now, the emergency brake is on. It is in neutral, radio off, air conditioning off, and the automatic lights are off. You don't want anything drawing power. This is your RVI3. It's a portable brake system. You put that down there, push it against the seat framing, nice and tight. This goes around the brake pedal. You get that underneath the brake pedal and then pull up on this. And it goes around the brake stem. There we go. Okay, that's in. Now, I have an always hot 12 volt. And you'll hear it. This is your auto position button. It'll do it 3 times. What it's doing there, it's bleeding the brakes. And this is where that breakaway switch up there is going through the firewall into here. RBI brake's ready. Now why this is chiming is because the ignition is on. It has to be in the on position. And this switch right here, this is a fuse disconnect. If you look in the manual, you can take out a fuse that'll keep the ignition from drawing battery power. So that there disconnects that fuse. You can buy those kits at like Camping World or wherever for 20 bucks. And it also has a hot 12 volt for the brake. Now the brake is ready. Now what I'll do, since I'm pretty safe, I'm going to take off the emergency brake. Usually would pull the RV ahead to extend the bars all the way, because when those tow bars go out all the way, they don't go back in. But a little trick you learn to do that ahead of time so you don't take a chance is when you're in neutral, if you're strong enough, there we go. At least one of the bars got locked. So now that stays in the on position, in neutral. Ignition switch, fuse disconnect. It's ready to tow. Unlimited miles, no restrictions with the HHR. It is the ultimate towed. Hey, we're going to unhook the HHR. The first thing you do, you come to a stop. Okay, you get in, you pull up the emergency brake. Now we're going to undo the RVI3 brake. First we'll pull the power supply out. Then we'll pull out the brake, what do you call that? Breakaway switch cable. Then we take this off the pedal, opposite of what we showed you. This comes in and this has its own wrap around here. We'll put this on the passenger seat for right now. Okay, the emergency brake is on. Now I'm going to do the ignition logic, what's called the logic circuit. So now the ignition has power. I'm going to leave the key in for right now. Now the first thing we're going to check is if we can jiggle these. If you can jiggle them, you can get them out easy, but they're not moving right now. So these here will unbind it. Now this one has a little play. So now you can pull this pin out and pull that out. Then we'll retract this. If you push it up there like that, then we'll put this back in for storage. Now we'll come to this one. Let's see where we're at. Oh good, we have play. So pull that pin out. Put this back in. Now this is called a quick disconnect Roadmaster bar. We could pull this out and this one out and pull this whole bar up if we want to with this kind of setup. Now we're going to undo the light. So we'll take that bungee out and pull this up so that keep that thing from holding it in. That's out. Breakaway switch. Safety chain or safety cable. And the other safety cable, just the opposite of how we put them on. Okay, we got that. Now we'll take them off the car. That bungee there. The light cable, pull that out. Breakaway switch cable. This comes together like that. Rotate this until this lines up here, right there, and then it'll push off to the side. Then we have that. Now, since I can't go in the puddle there, we're gonna try to get an angle here. This one's a little tougher to get off. Got that one.
That's usually my job.
No, yours is usually, yeah, this is usually Cheryl's job, but we had this box custom made. Not really. This is your tow bar cover. Keeps it from getting rain, too much rain on it, and things get rusty. And all right, got that. Now, after I put these back in, we will start the car. First, we got that. And with the HHR, put the brake on, put it in park, start it, and now it's good to go. Okay. So there she is.
Hey, Betty.
Okay. We're gonna go park the motor home, and then we'll continue on with the video.